Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, family. We got the coffee. It's been a while. In a few days. It's just been too much. I'm not gonna be reacting on just anything. But let's get into this now. She believes the Bible mentions UFOs. Shout out to Julian Dory, because anytime Julian Dory posts something, it's usually something that we could take from it, and you know, it's good, valuable information. Let's see what she's talking about. And by the way, y'all go check on that Trump. I woke up this morning and showed, I guess Trump had posted and deleted some pictures of him with some, like these people. It's like three people. People are saying they're white Nordics. People are saying all type of stuff. At the end of the day, you know, there's forces out there, but there's other entities, other angelic beings. You feel me? Like I said in the Bible, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities, dark forces, princes of dark angelic beings in high places. You feel me? It's real. So it doesn't come as a surprise, but just stay prayed up. Let's see what they're talking about right here.
Where, you'd have to pull this up to really.
Ezekiel 1, chapter 4.
I think, yeah, you'd have to really pull this up, where Ezekiel is warned by four creatures that are essentially.
We got to make sure this ain't a Pulp Fiction quote.
No. He is warned about the Israelites. As something beams down. So you reached out to dozens of individuals who I'm assuming are still with us. So stop doing shit for clicks. It's annoying me. Like,
McCaslin had retired in 2013 from government sometime in there.
So
is that right?
It's funny because his wife said, yeah, he retired 13 years ago. His LinkedIn says that
well,
he's a
board of director somewhere.
Yeah.
So he's doing things.
Right. He's a consultant, basically.
Yes, he's a consultant at another company. So he's still, that's what I'm saying. He's still places where he's very intellectually engaged on the things that are part of his expertise that he spent all his time in the government about. And he definitely holds, access to having seen highly, highly classified things throughout his career from someone who is also just not a traditional military guy. This is a literal, like, rocket scientist kind of specialty trained dude.
I mean, his credentials are out of this world.
Now, have you ever had any interest in, like, looking into UFOs and what we know or what we don't?
Yeah, I've been all into that, and I will say that I have spoken to some individuals that Dr. Bill Byrne. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I do know that
he
name.
produced the show UFO Hunters on the History Channel. He co-wrote the book The Day After Roswell, and he's a bit older. And doing a video interview with him was interesting because he had like his phone like up his nose, so it didn't look great.
I'm here, but I'm not a cat.
Yeah, no, and so it was that paired with some of the stuff that he was saying that was so out of this world, where he was like, "No, I've spoken to emissaries, I've spoken to aliens, and they told me this," and I'm just like, "Shit."
All right, he went all the way there.
Yeah. So it's like you gotta, and I'm really glad that I'm talking to people like that, but I'm trying to go more middle ground, because I do believe, like you said, we're not alone. I think it would be naive to think that we are the only species, right, on this planet. I just don't think that, or not, I shouldn't say on this planet, in how do I say it?
I know what you mean, in the galaxy, in the universe.
In the universe. Thank you. I don't think that there's little green men. I don't think that we're talking about.
See, I believe it 100%. A lot of the stuff, like how they say they had to give us this stuff, and put their touch on it instead of demons, or people that have fell. We're gonna just call them aliens. That's why stuff gets You know, a lot of those stuff, they put it in movies. They sprinkle the truth here and there in plain sight. It's like a part of their law. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, it's all real. Little aliens, all that. Big aliens, insectoids, it's all part of the demon family, man. And all a part of the fallen. And that's just my opinion.
Independence Day when they're in like glass. Like, I don't think that, but
until it happens.
This, I will say, has taken over my life to the point that like I was in church on Sunday and I'm just like zoning out a little bit. No. And like flipping through the Bible. And I think it was like Ezekiel 1, chapter 4. Wild. Where, I mean, you'd have to pull this up to really.
Ezekiel 1, chapter 4.
I think, yeah, you'd have to.
Ezekiel 1, chapter 4. Hold on, we got to do that real quick. Describes a vision of a powerful windstorm from the north with a great cloud, fire, and brilliant light, symbolizing the glory and presence of God. Okay, hold on. In the verse, Ezekiel recounts, I looked, and I saw a windstorm coming out of the north, an immense cloud with flashing lightning and surrounded by brilliant light. The center of the fire looked like glowing metal. Similarly, the King James Version similarly states, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire unfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber out of the midst of the fire. I don't know if that's describing a UFO, but I guess let's see what she's going with this.
To really pull this up, where Ezekiel is warned by 4 creatures that are essentially.
We got to make sure this ain't a Pulp Fiction quote.
No. He is warned about the Israelites. He as something beams down, right? Beams down 4 creatures with like multiple faces. They also talk about the wheels on this.
Yes.
I mean, it is. I literally was freaking out. I showed my husband. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, look. And he was like, you're insane. Like you are really, let's see.
Ezekiel 1:4, key details. A windstorm from the north. Ezekiel witnesses a massive divine
you have to find the
windstorm.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Because it's like.
In my 30th year, in the 4th month, on the 5th day, while I was among the exiles by the Kibar River, the heavens were opened and I saw visions of God. On the 5th of the month, it was the 5th year of the exile of King.
Unlock the world's largest, most liquid financial market with
whatever the fuck his name is. The word of the Lord came to Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, by the Kibar River in the land of the Babylonians. There the hand of the Lord was on him. I looked and I saw a windstorm coming out of the north, an immense cloud with flashing lightning and surrounded by brilliant light. The center of the fire looked like glowing metal. And in the fire was what looked like 4 living creatures. In appearance, their form was human, but each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, their feet were like those of a calf and gleamed like burnished bronze. Under the wings on their 4 sides, they had human hands. All 4 of them had faces and wings, and the wings of one touched the wings of another. Each one went straight ahead. They did not turn as they moved. Their faces looked like this. Each of the 4 had the face of a human being, and on the right side of each face of a lion, and on the left the face of an ox. Each also had the face of an eagle. Such were their faces. They each had 2 wings spreading out upward. Each wing touching that of the creature on either side, and each had 2 other other wings covering its body. Each one went straight ahead. Wherever the spirit would go, they would go without turning as they went. The appearance of the living creatures was like burning coals of fire or like torches. Fire moved back and forth among the creatures. It was bright and lightning flashed out of it. The creatures sped back and forth like flashes of lightning. Where should I skip to?
You should go down to when the living creatures moved, the wheels beside, or you can go above. Actually, the rims were high. I mean, that's.
I don't know where this lady's studies are, but a lot of people are already studying what angels and different ranks of angels look like. You feel me? He could be just describing an angel, an angelic being from the heavens, because we were taught that angels look like little babies with wings. But biblically, people have been coming out and saying that the real depiction of angels is pretty terrifying. You feel me? And I forgot the guy that showed it, but she's describing one of the angels, a certain angel. You got the angels like that she's describing. And you have other angelic beings where it's a wheel. It's like a bunch of wheels intertwining with each other, and they all have eyes all over. The angels that we have been taught, the beings that we have been taught that angels look like, are not biblically accurate. So, well, let's just hear her out. Let's keep hearing her out.
Yeah.
As I looked at the living creatures, I saw a wheel on the ground besides each creature with its 4 faces. This was the appearance and structure of the wheels. They sparkled like topaz. Okay. And all 4 looked alike. Each appeared to be made like a wheel intersecting a wheel. As they moved, they would go in and out 4 directions the creatures faced. The wheels did not change direction as the creatures went. Their rims were high and awesome, and all 4 rims were full of eyes all around. When the living creatures moved, the wheels beside them moved, and when the living creatures rose from the ground, the wheels also rose. Wherever the spirit would go, they would go, and the wheels would rise along with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels.
Yeah.
When the creatures moved, they also moved. When the creatures stood still, they also stood still. And when the creatures rose from the ground, the wheels rose along with them, because the spirit of living creatures was in the wheels. Maybe it's a paraplegic angel. I don't know. It might be in a wheelchair. It's possible.
Listen,
they had a face of an eagle and an ox.
I'm
and a
sorry.
bear at the same time.
That to me, those are aliens. Come on. And we are talking about a UFO with the wheels. Come on.
In my head, I was reading that in Samuel L. Jackson's voice. And the wheels were turning.
Yeah, no, but I mean, how wild is that? It's kind of wild.
It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
And I'm trying not to be nuts, but.
Well, you're nuts.
Yeah.
8 days after he says they're going to release the UFOs.
Yeah.
McCaslin goes away.
Yeah. Did something go off in his head where he's like, oh no. Or did.
He's got to go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or it could be the question here is, are there foreign operations? Because guys like that would certainly be sought after by any country, including allies. You know, you could be in the UK and be like, yo, that nuclear fucking Air Force guy over there, we can get some good info out of that chap.
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering, and it's it'll take a lot more research, but how many guys out there are like General McCaslin? Right. Are there a lot? Are there, like I said, if Eric Burleson's office is saying we've reached out to dozens of people, okay.
But not with his full kind of resume. There's not a lot.
You would think, but I don't actually know. I haven't seen anyone like that.
Running all these bases,
yeah,
it can't be a lot because he ran some of the most serious places, and it's not 1 or 2. He ran like 5 of them or something.
Yeah. I know.
We're talking long career, military man, like full true and blue.
Yeah.
Part of the team, and then afterwards, when he leaves, he's working with the guys who are very much still on the team, like the Jim Semivans of the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's very weird.
It's weird. I'm trying to be level-headed about it. I'm trying. And like I said, I wish I could spend all day on this. I actually really wish I could, but I do cover a lot of stuff, so it gets taxing. Yeah, it does get taxing, but it's an important story, I think.
Well, we're going to keep looking at it along with the other important stories that we're not putting away. That's what we do in here. We do our best with that. But as if some crazy shit happens or you get some updates, we're gonna need you to
You got
come
it.
by and give them.
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
This has been
of
great though.
course.
Your
Yeah.
breakdown is great. I really appreciate how objective you are on everything and like trying to get to the facts. And I think it does help clear up what we suspected and what I think a lot of people out there suspected, which is that some of this is a headline. Other parts of it are like, oh, there could be something there.
Mhm.
But we got to stay with the facts as we know them and then ask questions on many of the open-ended parts of some of these cases, which there definitely are.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
There's something weird with, let's say, two of them for sure, I think. Is it connected to the government, to a foreign government? I don't know. At this point, I still don't. I have no idea.
To be continued.
Guess
All right. So, Lauren, we'll put your links down below to your X and your
Sure.
Instagram. Anything else you want, we'll link that as well. Everyone go follow Lauren. She's reporting on a million different big time cases. If it's interesting, it's probably on her pages. So go check it out. Thank you so much for breaking all this down today.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Of course. All right. Everybody else, you know what it is. Give it a thought. Get back to me. Pete. Thank you, guys.
No. Shout out to Julian Dory, man. Again, you gotta just do more deep dive. I think those are angelic beings. Some aliens are, most of the aliens that we hear about today are fallen, are what we struggle with. Go look at the passages, find out what we struggle with. And so we either got angelic beings that we've been lied to about their appearance, and then we've got the things on this world that it says in the Bible that we wrestle with. So y'all get them in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. I think this lady, a lot of people will get real excited and just trying to find the little things and stuff. I think those are aliens. Aliens are, so then you would be calling them demons if that's the case. But y'all get them in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel. What do you think? Do you think aliens are demons? How do you feel about, the depiction of, angels? Go Google and research the biblical depiction of angels and angelic beings. There's a hierarchy in heaven. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel about that. Y'all go check out Julian Dory clips and his website, man. Always keeping us intact with great useful information. And we got to do our own self-service of doing our own research, y'all. And then we come together, we present the evidence, we have a mature, discussion, what we think. So until next time, y'all, we got more reactions coming soon. Until next time, salute.